everyone, welcome back to Lubelska Dolina for episode 37 in the adventures of Feldkorp. Good morning everyone. As you saw there, we did a little bit of work just on the animals, and Clara also had been, she had been out fertilising, getting some contracts done very early on today, so we got a good start on the old money making there. And in fact that just does remind me, before we go too far with this, we actually need to check on the contracts and also do something else quick too. I had intended to do that before I started driving off in the tractor, but forgot. So yeah, here we go. We've got lots of lovely contracts to turn in now. Cash those in. And let's see now. Yes, she's over there towards field number 7. So we're going to pick up that one. And also 20 and 22, because those are fairly near each other and just off past our farm as well. So that is good. I think that's probably all she's going to do for the minute. So yeah, let's. Got a good spot of money there. And you may have noticed too, the money had gone down a bit. Partly that was because we purchased, or sort of helped pay for and to landscape and construct a new, let's see, what do you call it, selling point, I suppose. It's an addition to the Sukrovnia area. We've put in a slurry sell point, basically. It's a slurry yard operated by the Missy B Corporation, and that'll be taking delivery of slurry. I think they take manure too and digestate, and specifically it's for the digestate, considering we make a lot of it with, and we're going to make a lot hopefully from all these sugar beets as well. We are going to sort of eventually be selling some stuff, but we paid a bit for the sort of installation and setup for that. It was pretty cheap in the end, but the Sukrovnia had a little spot of land out the backside that was kind of a bit of a siding, I guess, on the road, mostly just for, it was like a little drive-on track almost, a little semicircle. But we'll pop the drone up in just a second and have a look at that. In fact, let me just get to the end of this first headland, and we'll do that because we do still need to sort Clara out on her contract as well. Yeah, we've been teaching them how to use the old sort of GPS working system type thing. Well, it's not really a GPS as such. I mean, it kind of is, but it's yeah. Now, of course, I can't even remember the name of what it is now. It'll come to me eventually. But yeah, so we'll just get down here. And before we start picking up all those sugar beets, I wanted to get this field at least cultivated, just while we sort of talk about what's going on today. And one of the lads is going to come over here and do the seeding for us while we start on the sugar beets, because there's going to be a lot of work picking them up. And plus it was a little bit dark this morning as well too, so we just did all the odd jobs in the dark, and then that made it a bit easier to start with stuff like this. So yeah, now what are you going to do first? My brain has completely gone. It literally has. Okay, so yeah, let's plug into Clara's GPS and get that sorted. Ah, yes, Courseplay. That's what it is. It's the Courseplay module on her tractor. I knew the name would come to me eventually once I saw it. So yeah, here we are. She's on field 7 at the moment. She's going to do a headland. Not that there's really going to be much to it with a 24-meter width, so we'll set that there for her. And yeah, that all looks good. So she shall now ponder off and get started with that. Okay, so not entirely sure what the other thing was I was going to talk about now. I'm sure it was something, and I probably literally just said it like 2 seconds ago, and now I've completely forgotten. But yeah, so we got the animals done early. Clara did some sewing contracts. We paid for the installation of the slurry yard, so there was that. So then we got the sugar beets to go down to that new addition to the biogas plant that we set up the other day. So that's good. Trying to think what else there is. This field I believe we are going to seed as rye. Because we have, I think we've got barley over there. So this can be rye for, well, no, we've got barley and canola, I think, over there. In fact, I could check the map in a minute, and I know we've got canola up there as well. So what we are going to do, we'll get to the end of this row, and then check the map. I tell you, my mind's all over the place at the moment. We've got one of the trailers out there ready and waiting. The lorry will be along presently once we get done with all of this. So let's stop that and have a quick look at the map. Get that back up to the top. Yeah, so we've got canola in 12 and 9, and oh no, it's wheat that we've got in 13 there, should be. Yeah, definitely wheat. So we'll use some of that, depending on how well the pigs go. I think we're probably good for at least another year. So we'll see how much it yields next year, and depending on what we get, we may well put like one trailer's worth into the pig feeding silo over there, and another trailer or whatever's left after that into selling, into the other silo over in the main farm area, and use that as a cash crop as the price comes up. But yeah, so everything's going fairly well now. We will be buying another bucket shortly to assist with the pickup of the sugar beets. It's technically a bit smaller than the large bucket we have at the moment that we use for the potatoes, but for some reason that one's been causing us a few little issues with actually getting into the trailer. So what we're going to do is take, we've got an old bucket which we're going to take down. In fact, we might take that one as well, or on another day. Take them both down and get them sold off, and purchase a it's sort of a lateral upgrade, I guess you could say. It's it's made by Bressel and Larder, however it's pronounced, the same as the large bucket that we've got, but we'll get that sorted and go and pick that up in a little bit once we got this field cultivated, and either Yannick or Alexander will run around with the seeder for us and pop in at the old rye there. Yeah. Oh, Clara has finished already. For contract 7 field. That's smashing. Let's go ahead and cash that in as well. Where is it now? There we go. Cash in that one, and we'll get her set up on field 20. And yeah, everything's looking good. So I shall see you again in a little bit when we are on to the next task, which will likely be starting on the old sugar beets there. Alrighty, here we are coming down to the store now, and we have And we've got contract finished on field 20 already. That's smashing. That did not take too long. Okay, a little bit more diesel in the old tank there. So yes, now we are down here. As you can see, I actually have a bucket within a bucket. I've managed to scoop up the small bucket with the help of a handy fence post. So let's have a look at the new one that we're going to get, which is, if I can find front loaders. Here we go. Now, it's a bit pricey, but it's going to be worth it in the long run. It's this bristle and lard shovel. Now we're going for the largest option, which is 2730, and it's essentially the same bucket that we had before, just it's got the the high dump bucket feature. So that's going to be really good for us, and it's going to cost 8,400 euros, which isn't a problem. So we can hop out here and pick that up. I think it's basically an identical size physically to the other one, but it's slightly different, or it's got a slightly smaller capacity because of the extra features for the high dump mechanics and stuff. So let's sell these two, see what we get for them. A little hydromat we get 818 for, that's good. And the other bristle and lard, this one we get 1800 for, so yeah, 2600. So we spent about 6 grand on a new bucket, which, you know, not the worst decision that could ever happen. So yeah, let's turn the engine off, because that's the smart thing to do. Well, since Clara finished that contract, let me just cash in on that one quick. And I'm not sure if there's any more new ones that she's going to want to do. I mean, maybe Field 46, but yeah. There's some potential ones down here though. 89, 90, possibly 98, 100 and 102, but we'll worry about that later on. So for now, we are going to run back over and get started and carry on with our sugar beet collection, which will be very, very fun. Alright, here we are, just coming up to the top of the sugar beet field now. You can see Alexander there, I think it is, coming up doing some seeding for us. And Clara is off on her way on the other contracts, that's good. Now, oops, didn't go down quite far enough. Now, this is going to be interesting, because I don't know how much this is going to yield, and I have a feeling it's going to be quite a lot. So, let's have a look at the magic of this bucket. It should go over the side a bit easier. Of course, well, it still catches a little bit on the bottom. But yeah, if I lined it up straighter, it might work a little bit better. But yeah, so we got that, and then we can just tip it up like that, and it goes straight in. No weird digging around or trying to wedge it over the top and then tilt it inwards and all that sort of stuff. So it's a bit of an extravagant expense, I suppose you could say, but ultimately I think it was very, very worth it for us. So I'm going to go up this way a little bit. Out to there. Yeah, this is the only other awkward part of this, is being that it's on a fairly hilly field. I mean, in the long run that's not going to be too big of a deal, but we may have to go side to side a lot rather than up and down quite so much. As you can see, we've filled up already. That is an awful lot of sugar beet already, and we are only, what, not even a line and a half across the width of it, sort of bucket wise. That's gonna mean a lot of work, I think. A lot of work. Oh, and again, I didn't go down far enough. There we go. Oh yes. About like that, if I tilt it a bit. Ah, that's got it. Smashing. Of course, it's now catching on some weird spots on the ground. But so that is now 27 times 3. Looking at about 8100 already. Oops, I almost forgot we had one. Had that. But yeah, so this is looking quite good. Quite good indeed. Oops. So yeah, we shall continue on with this and catch up again probably as soon as we've got the first load in, so we can see exactly how much sugar beet we have here. So I have a feeling this is going to be a very long job. Multiple loads and all that fun stuff. Alrighty, here we are with the first full load. This is 30,800 and it's looking very, very good. As you can see, we haven't done much of the field. I mean, this is maybe, I don't know, probably a fifth or less of the field. Probably a lot less than a fifth, to be honest. That's quite a chunky field. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting. Now, the first couple of loads we are going to put over here into our storage facility, which it'll hold up to 70,000, so it'll just be a bit over 2 full loads, 2 and a bit. So we'll get that popped in here, and then the rest of it we are going to take down to the BGA. As you can see there, we've got a small pile of potatoes. That's about 6,000 odd litres that was left over that didn't fit into the storage here. So, oh, Clara is now complete with her task. Oh no, that's not Clara, I'm sorry. That is, I'm on the wrong tip side, aren't I? Oh, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons now. There we go. Yeah, that's Yannick, or Alexander. Alexander, yeah, that was doing the seeding. So that's good. We'll check in with him and have a look at the field on the way back past, because it may well need fertilising, but it may not, actually, because it had soybean in it before. So that's exciting. We may not have to worry about fertilising that, which will be lovely. Come on, close please. I want to unload the next lot. Impatient much, I know. Yeah, okay, let's get this one out. Or in far enough. There we go. Okay, now there's Clara calling in the yams, or Lizard K5. Yes, this is our wheat field. That's all looking pretty tasty. And I think Alexander's back down there somewhere. So we shall head over there momentarily and give him a little look-see, see what's going on. Just have to block this trailer and hopefully reverse out of here without causing too much trouble. There we go. I do like that we can block that. Oh god, don't run into the grain hopper thing. Yeah, let's just do a circle. It's all gone horribly wrong. Oh dear, I've reversed on the field. Hopefully I haven't killed anything. This has gone all kinds of wrong, has it not? Oh dear. Oh well, I don't think we killed anything, because it's still in that first growth stage there, so we shall see. Now, have I got the angle right to get through here? That's the next question. And that would be a no. Come on, trailer. There we go. Lovely. Good stuff. Okay, so that's that good. We'll have a quick look here. Just hop out and see how the field went. We are looking at, yeah, perfect for the nitrogen. Not bad at all. So yeah, we're not going to need to put any fertiliser on this at all. He missed a couple of bits there on the turns. Must not have set him up to do turns, or lifting turns, whatever they're called. But that's not a problem. Alright, so we shall carry on with this. Have a potentially musical montage thing happening in a bit. We shall see. And yeah, so we're going to carry on with this. and see where we end up. Taking the final 10,000 and some litres down to the biogas plant, and boy has it been a busy day. As you saw in a little bit of the montage there, we were picking up loads and dropping stuff off. I want to say in total we've had probably a good 5, maybe 6 loads. It's been a long time coming, or a long time going back and forth. I'm thinking we're probably going to get about 56 odd grand for this. Probably a bit more depending on how much we actually put in, but I have a feeling it's been a good 5 to 6 loads of 30,000 a piece. So yeah, that's been a heck of a day. We've got some contracts we need to finish off as well, or to hand in rather. They are all complete now. We've done some fertilising, and as you saw in the montage thing, Clara was out doing some fertilising, and we also had Alexander doing some sewing contracts for us as well. So we got all that turned in. That is absolutely fantastic. Now Yannick is up ploughing that field out with the little 3-metre plough that we've got, and hopefully once he's done with that, we'll grab the tractor that Alexander was using and start seeding some oilseed radish before bed, and yeah, hopefully we'll get get some of that in before nightfall. Well, not before nightfall, before midnight, because we want to get it in on day 5 if we can. And then we'll have a sleep through the night and see what kind of produce we get. And one thing we will do once we get back to the farm is make a loan payment, because we are now sitting pretty on 232,000, which is awesome. And we've got some plans for what we're going to do on the last day of autumn, provided everything looks like it'll pan out. I have an idea in my mind, forming in my brain as it were, so we'll see how that works out next time. But yeah, so here we are coming back to the farm. Let's turn in here, and there's Clara just hiding in the shed doing some maintenance, probably on the K5 that's in there, or just standing in the dark. Okay, let's get this set up. Try not to smack into the tractor, or the trailer rather, because that'd be really awkward. Okay, there we go. That will be fine. Now run around here and grab this tractor. Oh, we'll have to kick Alexander out of it in a bit. He's just staying there in the warm. Because, I mean, we could use that seeder, I suppose, on the small tractor. But yeah, so let's have a look at the bank. Now we owe them 695,000 at the moment, so we are going to pay back another 100,000, which will take us to 595. That is pretty special, that is. I am very well pleased with that. And just as an idea, that sugar beet field we had over there, it's yielded, assuming we did 5 full trailer loads plus an extra 10,000, that's 160,000. And we've also got another 70,000 over there, so we've got 230,000 litres of sugar beet off that field. That's pretty impressive. Oh yes, and that thing that I'd forgot to do earlier, which I couldn't remember what it was, I figured it out. It was the slurry sale yard that we had installed, that we paid for down by the Cukrovnia. You may have noticed in the montage there that Clara sort of drove by it with the drone out to show it off, because at least she remembered. So that's good. Yeah, so we've got a tasty payout coming in at midnight tonight. So we're going to get on with seeding that field along behind Yannick ploughing it. And we'll have a quick run through at midnight and see how much we make from that. And that will be pretty much the end of the video, I think. So yeah, if you've enjoyed whatever this was, then please give us a like. Hit the old subscribe button too if you haven't already. And comments are always welcomed. And if you'd like to share this video, that would be greatly appreciated. And with that, I shall switch places with Alexander in a second and carry on with the job. And we shall see you next time here on the Adventures of Felcorp, I hope. Cheerio, everyone.